Hello everyone, welcome to my Surviving Angel Insight channel. So, the last video I did about Jussie, I had basically defended him. And I stood by him. And everybody knows that. I'm going to just be honest. I feel sorry for him. And let me say this. All the facts have not come out yet, in my personal opinion. We know we live in a world where sometimes people could seem guilty at first and then turn out to be innocent, and then people could be innocent and then turn out to be guilty. I will say this, and this is my review on him and the whole situation. I don't know what Jussie was going through mentally and emotionally. And this is just saying, I'm going to just speak first on if he did this. If he really did come up with this plan of attack and really brought these two brothers, paid these two brothers to attack him, it got to be something seriously wrong with him, mentally and emotionally. And he really needs help. He really needs help. Because first of all, his whole career, now I'm going to be honest, I didn't know who he was until Empire. Let me just be totally honest. A lot of the people in Empire, I'm not going to say, look, besides Terrence Howard and Taraji and, the guest stars on there and the Zipper, and look, besides those people, y'all know what I'm trying to say. The other people, I didn't know who they was until Empire. And I grew up to, to be a huge fan of Jussie, because to me, he stood on positivity, he stood on love, he stood for justice. I would never in a million years think he would even think to even do something like this. If anything, I think that he would have been so upset that someone would even think to do something like this. So if he did want to do this, I don't know what could have been the motive. Now, I know in the media they're saying it's because he didn't like the money that he was getting. It's reportedly that he was getting $65,000 an episode. Okay? Let me say this. For somebody who's struggling very, very bad, and when I tell you bad, I would be happy to get $65,000 an episode. Matter of fact, I would be happy with $20,000 an episode, okay? Don't live beyond your means. That's it. Don't live beyond your means. That's the only thing I can say about that. Don't live beyond your means. I think that if he really wanted to raise, all he had to do was go to Lee Daniels and them and say, hey, look, I'm not happy with my pay. But here's something that I think that, now his sister, we all know his sister. I've been a huge fan of his sister. She's been acting, oh my God, for years. She should have told him the business. A lot of times the known actors get a lot more than people coming up. Somebody should have told him that. It takes a very, very long time for you to even get on to Terrence Howard and Taraji level. Okay, let's just be honest. It's very hard to get on their level. They are stars. They've been doing this forever. I mean, when I mean forever, I mean forever. So of course they're gonna be getting a whole lot of money. I think he should have just spoke. He just should have spoke up in the right way. I don't think he should have done this. Now, let's go to saying that if he did. Now, if I am right, like in my first video, and he did not have anything to do with this, I think that it is very sad that people would turn on him so fast. And people would judge him so easily. And people, I don't know, is it because he's black or is it because he's gay? Personally, I think it has a little bit to do with both. I think, one, that's why and then I hear so many people say, well, it's hard to believe him because he claimed he was getting food 2 in the morning. Now, I think that's the most stupidest comment I ever heard in my whole entire life. Because if a place is open for 24 hours, what in the world do you think that means? 24 hours. I mean, if I decide I'm going to get hungry at 3 and 4 in the morning, I'm going to go to get something to eat at 3 and 4 in the morning. What's wrong with that? It's not wrong with that. You cannot tell people when to get something to eat. You just can't. The fact that most people are saying that's why I don't believe his story is crap to me. What do these two brothers have to gain? to lie on him and set him up like that? What do the media have to do to set him up, like that? What are they going to gain from that? Now, we all know that Empire already cut him the last 2 episodes. Supposedly, they trying to find somebody else. I don't think they should have made that decision just yet. I think, if anything, and here's the thing I'm conflicted about, because for Empire and Fox, let me rephrase that. Because Fox always been a little wishy-washy, you know what I mean? So, I don't think they would need too much evidence for them to choose to get rid of him. But for Empire to actually be fine with saying, okay, yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of him, it got to be evidence that have not come out yet that really proves that Jussie really has something to do with this. And like I said, if this is the case, I'm serious. I was praying for him before, but I was praying for him on a different level of him getting healing, of using this to try to get change. But see, ever since all this stuff been coming out, I've been praying for him not just for healing, but also for mentally and emotionally healing for his pain, because something in him had to be disturbingly wrong for him to do this. You just don't do something like this. And I mean, this is a really tough case, because I don't know what to do. Because on one hand, I stand for Jussie, because I want to believe so much that he wouldn't even think to do no mess like this. Because of the character that I saw him be. And I'm not talking about in Empire, I'm talking about outside of Empire. As much he fought for justice and stood for love, I don't want to believe that person would do this. But at the end of the day, my mama always told me, you really never know a person. So if he did really do this, I don't think that he realized that he did not just ruin his life and his career. He could have possibly ruined his sister's career as well, because she might possibly get blackballed because of what he did. And a lot of times people don't realize that our actions don't just affect us. It affects the people that we love. And it's very sad. And it affects everybody that stood up for him. I mean, everybody stood up for him. Lee Daniels, to Raji, to Terrence, so many actors have stood up for Jussie and defended him. So if he really did do this, he lost so many people. And I think that it's okay. If he did really do this, I feel that be upset, be mad, be very upset, be very mad. But pray for him and help him. And when I mean help him, get him some therapy, let him see a psychiatrist, ask him what's going on, what was he going through in his life at this time that made him think that this was the best thing that he can do to get a better paycheck or to get attention, to get his point across, because it gotta be something serious wrong. So that's just my review on Jussie. I'm not gonna make my final decision on whether I believe he did it, whether I believe he didn't do it, until it's all set in stone. Because like I said, I have watched so many true life stuff that happen where there are people who seem to be guilty and then turn out to be innocent. You'd be surprised how many people are in jail right now, because the cops and lawyers rush to, people rush to judgment, and they come to find out DNA had to clear them, and they really had nothing to do with this. So I'm hoping that something come through, and at the end result, he didn't do it. That's what I'm hoping and praying. But if he did do it, I want to say, Jussie, I still have love for you, and I'm still praying for you, and I hope that you really get help if you did do it. And if you didn't do this, I pray that somehow you can get past from all the negative judgment, all the things, that you went through in the media with everybody coming at you, and you were just the victim. So, and here's the thing. Let me say this lastly, because thank God that he finally gave me this thought back. He didn't just ruin it for him. He also ruined it for every other person out there that's going to actually really be attacked. So everybody now who's really got attacked, everybody's not going to believe them now. They're going to automatically think that, okay, well, Jussie did all of this, so maybe you lying too. And he really put a bad light on the real victims who really were attacked and who really will get attacked in the future. And it's sad, and it wasn't right. It's just not right. It's really not right. So that's just my review on Jussie Smollett. So thank you so much for watching my video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, as long as God wakes you up, that means He still has a plan for your life.